Hi everyone, this video is a step-by-step guide to creating a classified GPT unit using LINQ. So for this tutorial video, I'm going to make a classify unit that will categorize Amazon customer reviews into either positive or negative reviews. So to get started, I will click on create new unit, put in a title for the GPT and choose a function. So in this case, it'll be classify and click create. Once I do that, it'll take you to the second page. As always, you will see the title on the top of the page. And then if you go down, you can always edit it using this button. You scroll further down, you can now start building your GPT. As always, you can first set the parameters. I always stick with GPT-4, but as you all know by now, there might be a downside. It's that it does take a longer time sometimes to generate the output, but it does give you more sophisticated and advanced results compared to GPT 3.5. And the temperature indicates the amount of creativity you give your GPT. So if you do think that accuracy is important, keeping it closer to 0, which is minimizing creativity, is best. But when you're working on a task, for instance, say you want to write a poem or you want to do creative writing, then the higher the temperature, closer to 100, might be a better option. So again, for this purpose of creating a classified GPT, I'm going to keep the temperature at a 0. And if you go further down, it asks, please enter categories as you want and their input values. So here are the different categories you want the GPT to classify your text into. So again, what I want to do is classify customer reviews of a product on Amazon as either positive or negative review. So the first category would be positive review, and then the second category will be negative review. I've actually copy pasted reviews from Amazon before I started recording this video and copy pasted it. So here I am going to put in a review from a customer. So again, this is a real review. So if there's any grammatical error or something sounds a little too less formal than it is because it's a real review. So it's a review about a purchase of a microwave from Amazon, and it says, simple to use and does a great job. This microwave weighs a ton, but it's a testament to the build quality. Everything comes out perfect in it. My old microwave with the rotating platter always left hot and cold spots, not with this one. Highly recommended. So you can see that this is a positive review. Now let's see if the GPT can also understand it and categorize it correctly. So quickly, you just press run test, and right away you'll see that the GPT read the text and categorized it as a positive review. Now, one very efficient trick in this web page is that you can easily copy a unit you're creating and try different settings and try different prompts. So let's say you want to keep this text here and try putting in another review from Amazon. Let's say a negative review, which I've also gotten from the website. That instead of deleting this, changing this, and trying to remember what kind of positive review example you used previously, all you have to do is go up here, click this copy paste button, then it will automatically just copy this section right under. So you can see the parameter settings are exactly the same. The categories are the same. The text is the same. So instead of having to reset all these things again, all you have to do is just delete this, switch out into different text you want to test, and simply click run test. And the GPT categorized this review as a negative review. Let's see if that was correct. Bought this for my mother for personal use. I thought paying more for a higher end commercial Panasonic unit that was easy to use would be a good idea for her, ... And it seemed to be a good idea until there was an intense smell of plastic and then electronics burning as if in a fire. So obviously this customer wasn't happy, and the GPT correctly determined it as a negative review. So you can keep creating and keep copying versions of this unit that you're creating and test with different examples. And you don't have to worry about losing the example text you used because it'll all be saved in your unit. And there's no limit to how many testings you carry out. And if you want to change around the setting a little bit every single time, you can also do the same. Once you go through and test as many different types of settings and examples as you want, and you find that ideal setting you want to use in your final GPT, all you have to do is choose select. By default, the first one is always selected. As you can see here, the second one doesn't have select. But let's say you like the second one better, then you can click on select. And now you can see that this unit is selected. And so later on, when you export the API to actually take this GPT and embed it in a system you want to use it in, you will know that this is the setting that will get exported. So as easy as that, you've created a classified GPT unit using LingQ.